Hi and welcome back to my channel. I am Tanya and I am going to do a mini book haul today. I will be doing a second book haul later this week. And after that book haul, I will do my April TBR. Um, I'm waiting to do my April TBR because I need to get the rest of my book club books, and then I will do my April TBR. So the first book that I have is Damsel by Elena K. Arnold. This book, believe it or not, I got at Dollar Tree. So I paid $1.25 for it. And it starts each section like this. I truly don't have any idea what it's about. I liked the cover, which sounds really sad. It sounds like it is a fairy tale. And it has dragons in it. Other than that, I don't know much about it. So that's one book. Another one that I finally picked up that I've been really excited to try and read is If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nowlin. This one here, if you watch any of Sarah Carrioli's YouTubes, she talks about this book all the time. And it's supposed to be really sad. But I'm excited to read it to kind of see how things unfold and what happens throughout the book. And other than that, I really don't know much about it. I've been trying to go into books blind and not know what they're about, and I seem to have a lot better results with that. So then I just go in and I have no idea what it's about, and then I don't really have any kind of expectations. And when the book is really, really good, then it surprises me. And then I picked up You to Be Home Now by Kathleen Glasgow. I want to pick up the other two books of hers, which is Girl in Pieces and How to Make Friends with the Dark. All I know is this has to do with somebody who has a drug habit. I'm assuming he somehow had an overdose, or he almost had an overdose and he was in a hospital or something, just by the title of the book. So I'm excited to read this one as well. And the book, as you can see, it's really floppy, so if you open it, you can set it like this, which is really nice. Because I've been trying really hard not to bend the spines of my books. That way I can resell them and they look brand new and that types of thing. I also picked up 4 Lucy Score books. I picked up Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. This actually happens to be one of the book club books. I don't remember which book club it is for, because I'm in like 4 or 5 of them. But this is the first one in a trilogy so far. And I also picked up Things We Hide from the Light. And the one after this comes out, I think, this June. I think that's what it is. And they will look so pretty. It'll be blue and pink, and then the third one is purple. So I'm excited for those to come out. And then I picked up Forever Never. And I've just heard amazing things about these books. I've never read a Lucy Score book. And they're rather chunky, but I've read the ACOTAR series, which is way bigger than these books. But yeah, it just, I really am excited to find a new author. And then I also picked up By a Thread, also by Lucy Score. And like I said, you can see they're kind of thick books. And they're not as floppy, but they're still, you can hold them and not get a cramp in your hand and what have you. So those are the 4 Lucy Score books. I also have my book club pick for Jamie's book club for May, and this one is also for the Spellbound book club on Facebook. It is a Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon by Sarah Hawley, or Howley, however you say it. It sounded really intriguing. I used to watch the TV show called Charmed, and that's exactly what I thought of. Is she was a witch and she fell in love with a demon. In Charmed, she ended up having his baby and all different kinds of things. So I'm excited to see how this is the same or how it's different from the TV show called Charmed. And this here is not very floppy either. But yeah, so I'm excited to read this one as well. I just picked that up. I also have Secrets of the Widow's Son by David A. Sugarts. This I think might be a prequel to the Da Vinci Code. I'm not 100% certain. I really don't know anything about this book. It looks really, really good just by the title. And I got it off of Facebook Marketplace, I think, for like $3. So that was super nice. I also picked up the first book in the Caraval series. I will not be reading this one for a while, only because I need the other 2 in the trilogy. But I've heard you're supposed to read this before another series, and I cannot remember what the other series are, unfortunately. Let's look in the front of the book, see if it's in here. Let's see. Nope, it does not list her books, but it does have a fun little map. So that'll be interesting to go back on and reference. I also picked up All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. I also want to pick up her second book called Holding Up the Universe. I've heard that this can be a really sad book. I will do reading wrap up, and whenever I read this, it'll be part of my reading wrap up. But this is another one Sarah Carioli talks about all the time. So I'm kind of excited to read it and see what it's about. This one is very stiff, so I'm going to be worried that I'm going to end up cracking the spine, which I hope I don't do. And it's got fun little pictures in there. Look at that. That's kind of interesting. So then the next one I picked up was Belladonna. This one I actually got at Target, and it's in the hardcover. And once I got it home, if you look on the end pages, they are so pretty. And then if you look at the naked book, Look at how pretty that is. And it's in purple. Purple is my favorite color of all time. Absolutely love the color purple. And so I'm excited to read this. This one I know absolutely nothing about. I have heard Sarah Carioli, Jody, Destiny, Jamie all talk about this book. And they really didn't say much because they've been trying to go into books blind as well. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one as well. And then I have 3 books from Book of the Month, which I'm super excited about. One is Dark Matter, and it is by Blake Crouch. And this sounded really interesting when Sarah talked about it. I, of course, cannot remember what she said about it, but it sounds really interesting. And I like the fact that it's in hardcover because you can do this and you're not going to wreck the spine at all. And the second one that I got is Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. And I will not read this until I pick up Ninth House. But everybody raves about this book. And now that I have the physical copy, I can see what they mean about the rabbit. It's kind of creepy on the front. And then the last one that I picked, because the first 2 from Book of the Month are the ones that I added to my box. And this was my pick for April. It's The Only Survivors by Megan Miranda. So this one I know nothing about. It, by the cover, it looked the most interesting, which sounds very, very shallow. But yeah, after I go book shopping over the weekend and get the rest of my book club picks, then I will do another little mini book haul, and then I will do my April TBR. You know, make sure you put in the comments if you've read any of these books, what you think of them, if there's any ones that are like this that you would recommend. And please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for stopping by. As always, make sure you leave something kind or do something kind for somebody else. And I will see you in my next video.